the way I started this introduction, I think we can do better than that. Please let's give a round of now, because we are looking so good, last night the president said tech people are too serious. So I want to put that away. So can we take out our phones? Take out your phones.
Can we take out our phones, please?
Take out your phones. The first thing this morning.
Yeah, the first thing you never touch again.
So we're going to take a selfie. I want to see the cool kids. Take out your phone. I'm going to take a selfie. I'm going to post it online under the hashtag ICT for Africa 2025. Are we ready? I can't see phones.
Come on, take out the phones.
I can't see phones. I can't see phones. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And make sure you use the hashtag because I'm going to go and check.
Yeah.
The best picture is going to get a gift. So make sure you put out those amazing pictures. So once again, let's put our hands together for ourselves.
Come on, put your hands together for yourself. So, the pictures you just took are actually not for decoration. So one of you guys just 20 seconds to upload these pictures on your different social media platforms. Please upload with the hashtag ICT for Africa 2025. Please upload. In a few seconds, can you upload these pictures, please?
Okay, I can see people doing that. I would like to see the coolest tech kids online. So, Her Excellency, the Minister of Posts and Telecommunications, the President of the National Youth Council, the President of Board of Trustees ICT, the Vice Chancellor of ICT, the Conference Chair of ICT for Africa, our distinguished guests home and abroad, ICT University students, our special guests for the Tech Innovation Challenge, all protocols duly observed. You're all welcome to the dawn of a new era, an era where we don't just talk about technology, but we are in part of it. We are just a station for the making process. Brought to us, like I earlier said, by the visionary ICT University. This is where ideas for the next few days are going to collide, partnerships are going to ignite, and the next digital revolution begins. So once again, welcome to the ICT for Africa Summit and Conference 2025. Now, my name is Dumama Misimari, for those of you who know me, for those of you who were here last year, I'm here again. No leave, no transfer. And I am not the only co-pilot for this airplane because we're getting on a plane. I have my co-pilot with me.
So I'm Executive Joshua, and I'll be co-piloting as my co-host said this edition of the ICT for Africa Conference.
Now, without much ado, we're going to take the national anthem. So please, can we get on our feet?
Please, ladies and gentlemen, come rise on your feet as we kickstart this conference with the singing of the Cameroon's national anthem. Media. Cameroon. 3, 2, 1, sing.
Thank you.
in the Cameroon, can we put your hands together for yourself and our nation as we have your seat? Ladies and gentlemen, without any more to do, we will kickstart with our summit conference. And right now, we're about to have our first keynote. And this keynote is going to we are going to have the keynote, but before we have the keynote, we are going to have a welcome remark from the vision bearer, the man running with the mandate, the man who had a vision, and that's why we are gathered here today. He is the president, founder, and president of the board of trustees of the ICT University. I'm talking of no other person but the highly esteemed Professor Victor.
Good morning, and all protocols duly respected. So we have already called out the protocols. This is an event for these young teenagers, young Cameroonians, young Africans gathered here for the ICT University Summit. When we started this conference many, many years ago at Giga Palace, it was more of mainly the academic side. Now we have refocused the conference to be something that does not only target people in the academic world, but targets young innovators, young entrepreneurs, the future of our country, the future of our very beloved continent. We live in a continent where over 80% of adults spend their time criticizing the continent. See nothing good about Africa. Nothing good about Africa. I was giving some examples yesterday where I've been to countries where my collaborators begged me that the next time I'm coming, I should come with white people so it can validate what we do. In 5 days, we will have our continuous dream come true during the graduation of ICT University. What makes me emotional about that graduation is you see where people come from all over the world to receive their degrees right here in Cameroon. We are proud of our continent. We are proud of what we do. There are students doing their degrees at ICT University based in the US, based in Europe, based all over the African continent. You will see them graduate on that day. One of the biggest things that we are about to launch at ICT University, which I wanted to talk about, and you will hear it around in the media, is we are about to launch something that will make agriculture sexy. We are about to launch what we call digital agriculture, where we will be using artificial intelligence, we'll be using robotics for agriculture. And we have a huge partner, Lavras University in Brazil. I just came back from there last week. That will be our partner to jointly offer the agriculture degree programs under the supervision of University of Cham in Cameroon. It will be one of the newest and finest programs we can see anywhere on the African continent, where young people can finally say they are going to study technology, but to implement it in agriculture. Last week, thank you very much. Last week, while I was in Brazil, There are now robots that can clear 1 full hectare of land in just some hours. These are the type of things we want to bring to this great country and to some other African countries where we have partnerships. I am so excited about the faces I'm seeing here. I'm excited about the older generation, but I'm more excited about these young girls and boys that are here to showcase the best of their technology, and some of them will come out winners of £1,000,000. I think that's the first prize. Some of them will come out winners of 500,000, 200,000, but even more. We can't wait to see what you will do with some of those funds to even start something small to advance the technologies that you are creating. We are very, very proud of you, and I will not welcome at the official opening of this ceremony the keynote speaker, the panelists, the judges, etc. They are the ones that you have come here to listen to. God bless you, and God bless our family.
Thank you very much, Legal President. We'll go directly into the man who has been the one behind the scenes, who has brought us to this moment, the one who has shared this whole event for the past years. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like us to put our hands together for the conference chair, ICT for Africa, Professor Joseph.
Welcome. I think I will also stand on existing protocol. I have the president of the National Youth Council here, representative of the minister here. I want to especially welcome you and welcome everyone. My secondary school students, can you give me a round of applause for all of them? Wow. So we're finally here. ICT for Africa 2025, our theme, Digital Renaissance, Access, Innovation, and Inclusion, was born out of the need to begin to revisit the access, right? Bridging the digital divide. Are infrastructures there? Let's discuss some of these things. People who need access to this technology in remote areas, do they really have access to some of these technologies? In terms of innovation, how many technology hubs do we have in Africa? These are some of the things we want to debate. How many startups do we have? It's a $1 billion industry. Do we have enough tech startups? And that's why we have our secondary school students here this year who will be showcasing some of their software. What about inclusion? Do we have gender balance? Do we have the older generation? I mean, the boomers, are they in touch with the technology we have today? What about the Gen Zs? Is it just TikTok? Are they thinking of solutions? Is it just Facebook? Is it just Snapchat? Are they thinking of technology solutions? These are some of the things we want to discuss this year. And I'm really excited that in the next 2-3 days, we'll be able to brainstorm and say this is the future of ICT for Africa. Welcome once again, everyone. Also, I also want to talk about the highlight of this year's Technology Innovation Challenge. We have students that have traveled, secondary school students that have traveled from different parts of the country. Please, can you stand up if you have traveled from different parts of the country to come present your product? Secondary school students, round of applause for them. They will be presenting their product. The first position will be the first team. We have 50 teams here during this conference. The first team will be going on with £1,000,000, the second with 500,000 francs, and the third will be 250,000 francs. I know that is not, it's not money to really make your product, but we want to encourage you to continue what you are doing. Technology is what we're talking about today. We're talking about generative AI. We're talking about adaptive and assistive technologies. We're talking about a lot of interesting technologies out there today. And please bear with us. I want to apologize for starting late. We're going to be having a long day today because of the technology presentations. I want everyone to bear with us, be patient with us, encourage some of these young kids. They have traveled to come showcase their products. Welcome everyone. And I have 2 assignments here. I've done the first one. The second also holds an international honors diploma in business administration from the Cambridge Institute of Professional Training and is currently pursuing a PhD in peace and development at the Protestant University of Central Africa. A round of applause for her. She's an engineering consultant at Cyberstion, a US-based company. She's also a systems and network engineering consultant for Veridos, the German partner of Electronics Cameroon, in charge of the National Electoral Biometrics Project, as well as CEO and founder of Failure Design and Expert Tracking Cameroon. Her super profile positions her as a true woman leader in STEM. It's a very long one, but please permit me, I'm going to summarize it. Fadimatu is ambassador of the Francophonie of the Future, National Youth Delegate of the Commonwealth Youth Council, Goodwill Ambassador for the Promotion of Cybersecurity in Cameroon, ICESCO Youth Ambassador for Peace, and UNESCO Youth Ambassador for Peace, as well as Ambassador of Junior Chamber International. She has earned several awards to her credit, namely Best Leadership in Peace and Citizenship Award by Youth Connect Cameroon 2020, Excellence in Leadership Award 2020, Best Leadership in Volunteerism Award by Minjek 2020, Excellence in Leadership Award by CNYC, the 30 Best Young Cameroonians in 2022, the 10 Women Embodying Female Leadership in the Sahel 2023, the 40 Best Young Cameroonians in 2024, the Peace Medal Award by the Belgian Combatants Federation and the Belgian Embassy in Cameroon in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, one round of applause. Our opening keynote address of the 2025 ICT for Africa Conference.
Thank you so much. Good morning. No, this is not useful. Good morning. Now it's useful. Hello, distinguished guests, representative of Madame the Minister of Post and Telecommunication, the founder and president of Board of Trustees of the ICT University, distinguished Vice Chancellor and academic authorities, the conference chairs of ICT for Africa Summit and Conference and their organizing committee, honor members of the press and media partners, visionary tech leaders, and industry innovators, brilliant faculty members and researchers, dynamic youth leaders, members of the Cameroon National Youth Council, our brilliant students and young digital pioneers. Looking around this hall, isn't just filled with students. I see digital warriors, I see startup CEOs, I see Cameroon Renaissance generation. Can you have a round of applause for the future of Cameroon? Comme je le disais tantôt, en regardant autour de moi, cette salle, elle n'est pas que remplie d'étudiants. Je vois des guerriers du numérique. Je vois des PDG, des start-upers. Je vois une génération de renaissance du Cameroun. Aujourd'hui, plus de 60% des jeunes Camerounais ont moins de 25 ans. Dans nos cœurs réside la puissance, le sens et le potentiel. Ce que nous choisissons de faire de ce potentiel déterminera si notre avenir sera écrit par nous ou par les autres. Est-ce que vous voulez que votre avenir soit écrit par d'autres personnes? Applaudissez pour vous-même parce qu'elles sont écrites. Nous sommes rassemblés ici non seulement pour parler de la technologie. Nous sommes ici pour parler d'accès, d'innovation et d'inclusion. Nous sommes ici pour parler de vous, beaucoup plus de vous, parce que vous êtes le présent et l'avenir du Cameroun.
pourquoi ICT University a cette grande vision d'organiser ce sommet africain, ICT for Africa Summit and Conference. Permettez-moi de rendre hommage à ces jeunes qui ont tracé la voie avant moi, notamment le président de ICT University, le professeur Victor Barika, le co-chair de cette conférence, le chair de cette conférence, Mr. Peluche, et une personne qui m'est très spéciale, le professeur Jean-Emmanuel Ponty, parce que en dehors d'être le vice-chancellor de cette école, il est aussi mon directeur de thèse. Il a dit que je fais un PhD en paix et développement et c'est le professeur Ponty qui est mon directeur de thèse. Donc c'est un papa, c'est un mentor pour moi. Est-ce que vous pouvez applaudir pour tous ces gens? Alors, je voudrais aussi rendre hommage aux personnes qui ont tracé la voie avant nous, notamment des jeunes, des leaders, qui ont rêvé de partir de leur chambre, partir de rien pour devenir quelque chose. Dans les espaces de coworking, j'espère que c'est mieux là. Ok. Dans les espaces de coworking modestes et des chambres d'étudiants, à Boya, des startups et centres de formation comme NurTech qui ont émergé utilisant les imprimantes 3D, construisant des drones localement et développant des technologies pour améliorer notre quotidien à partir des pièces de récupération et juste d'une ingéniosité pure et simple, des purs produits de la technologie au Cameroun venus du sud-ouest. Nous avons un jeune qui s'appelle Nervis Zometia. Vous pouvez applaudir pour lui parce qu'il s'en est venu. Il a pu gagner le concours qui est organisé par le Mine-Postel. Nous avons le Mine-Postel ici, la première édition du concours national des meilleurs projets en TIC. Et nous pouvons aussi célébrer un nom que tout le monde connaît ici, Arthur Zan. Est-ce que vous pouvez applaudir pour lui? C'est un génie camerounais qui a créé le cardiopathe, une tablette médicale à écran tactile qui permet aux agents de santé en zone reculée de réaliser des diagnostics cardiaques et d'envoyer des résultats à des spécialistes via les réseaux mobiles. Grâce au cardiopathe, des patients dans les villages qui auparavant devaient parcourir des kilomètres pour voir un cardiologue peuvent désormais être diagnostiqués depuis leur centre de santé local. Cette invention n'est pas seulement camerounaise, elle est l'excellence africaine. Elle est née ici, au Cameroun, grâce à un jeune, un ingénieur, un ordinateur, une vision, une détermination et des compétences nécessaires. Peut-être direz-vous, je n'ai pas les outils. On a toujours l'habitude, et on se connaît en tant que jeune, de se plaindre. Je n'ai pas un ordinateur, je n'ai pas de tablette, mon smartphone n'est pas compétent, je ne suis pas allé étudier à l'étranger, ou encore je suis juste un étudiant. Et donc je ne peux pas faire grand-chose. Mais non. Regardez autour de vous, en dehors du cardiopathe, qui n'a pas été conçu aux États-Unis, mais qui a été conçu au Cameroun, les technologies de NurTech qui n'ont pas été développées en Allemagne, mais qui ont été créées à Boya, dans le sud-ouest du Cameroun. Les jeunes de la Silicon Mountain, à Boya, les jeunes de l'université de Bamenda, qui sont des créateurs, les jeunes de Polytechnique à l'extrême nord, qui auparavant était l'Institut du Sahel, les jeunes de l'IUT de Gaoundéré, les jeunes de l'IUT de Douala, dont je suis le pur produit. Les jeunes Camerounais ont une vision, ils sont innovants, ils sont créatifs, ils sont dynamiques, ils en ont à revendre. J'ai eu l'opportunité l'opportunité dernièrement, grâce au Postel, en tant qu'ambassadrice pour la promotion de la cybersécurité au Cameroun, d'être membre du jury de la 4e édition du concours national des meilleurs projets TIC. Et j'ai vu un jeune homme qui m'a fait rêver. Et je pense qu'il fait rêver beaucoup de jeunes Camerounais. Il s'appelle Monsieur Manfred Azaaga. Il a créé l'IEGB, Intelligent Eyeglass for Blind, pour aider une catégorie de population vulnérable, des personnes malvoyantes. C'est un marché auquel on ne pense pas, mais c'est un jeune qui vit à Douala, qui fréquente à Douala, qui s'est réveillé un bon matin et qui a dit « J'apporte une solution à 6 000 malvoyants au Cameroun ». Est-ce que vous pouvez applaudir? Voilà la génération de jeunes Camerounais, de jeunes visionnaires que nous voulons voir. Je pense qu'on n'a pas d'excuses. On doit juste avoir du courage et travailler très dur. Parce que votre jeunesse est votre énergie. Vos origines sont vos forces et non une faiblesse. Votre environnement est votre laboratoire. Utilisez-le, dépassez-le, transformez-le. Alors, I'm going to switch to English because Cameroon is bilingual. I like doing it actually. Many people are sometimes asking me if I'm francophone or anglophone, and I don't know what to answer. I'm just a Cameroonian. So, basically, I was saying that there is no excuse. Just, we have to hustle. Because your age is your energy. Your background is your strength. Your environment is your laboratory. Use it, stretch it, transform it. And I say this not just as a leader, because I'm just a girl who started right here in Cameroon. I am a young girl from Adamawa region, notably from Banyo division. And I remember I was just curious when I was doing my primary school in Bafa, in West Cameroon, division of Okam. Do we have someone from Bafa here? I used to see Yamala. You see, I have learned even the local language in Bafa while studying there, because I was playing with people just playing in Bafa, singing in Bafa, and dancing in Bafa. But I am from Adamawa region. I speak Fufufe basically. But I have learned, I have integrated myself there. I was passionate when I was playing a game during my childhood, solitaire, on the computer at home. I was so curious, I wanted to know what is the components of the computer. So my desires and my dreams have started to be knowing how computer work, knowing what is inside the computer, knowing how the computer can be able to reflect the result that I'm seeing over the screen. How is it popping up? Those were my questions as a young girl since I was in primary school. And then when I get to Lycée Classique de Bafa, where I started with the club info. So I was doing the computer science club. I started with the teacher of computer science that started to tell us how the computer was functioning and the contents of the computer. But he was not opening the computer to show me the components. So I was still curious. I wanted to learn much more. I wanted to know more about it. But for the small story, my father did a NAM, and he was an administrator. So I used to tell all the friends of my father, the governors, the ministers, and all these high personality that I was receiving by giving them the flowers, that I will be the first woman governor in Cameroon. But unfortunately, I didn't do enough. Why? Because my passion and my dream for IT was stronger and bolder than the fact of going to Enam and become the first woman governor. But today, here I am. I am the first ever woman president of Cameroon National Youth Council since 2019. So you can transform your dream, and you should be flexible in the way that you reflect about your future. So going into that direction, when I was in secondary school, I went to continue my studies in Garwa because since my father was an administrator, we was just moving from one region to the other. So after being in Bafang, we went to Dembo, Garwa, so I continued my studies in Garwa. And I was still working into clubs. I was doing club Sante, club Info, club Scout. So I was just very dynamic into everything concerning young people. I was dancing. I was in club gym. I was majorette. So I was doing so many things. And I'm so grateful that I had open-minded parents that were letting me experience things because I had to develop my brains. I have to discover things. Then when I was passing my baccalaureate, because actually I did Francophone studies when I was in primary and secondary school, and it is in university that I did two universities in parallel. One was Francophone and the other one was Anglophone. So I was doing University Institute of Douala, IUT de Douala, where I was doing Génie Informatique for DET, and then Génie Logiciel, Software Engineering for Bachelor. And then in parallel, I was doing Cambridge. And there I was studying Business Management Administration. Many of you will ask me why. Why doing two schools at the same time? There were so many people around me that were telling me that this is not a dream. You cannot fulfill anything. You can't achieve anything. You will be very stressed at school and your results will not reflect what your real potential is. But the discouragement and the no of my environment was my strength. It was actually the fuel that was giving me this power, this light, to be the IT engineers I wanted to be because I wanted to be perfectly bilingual and I wanted to prepare myself to be a CEO. And I was looking for skills actually. I was looking for knowledge to know how to manage a company and at the same time being an engineer. So this is why I was doing Cambridge and at the same time I was doing University Institute of Technology. And I wanted to be perfectly bilingual because I realized that nowadays, if you want to succeed into IT world, it's not in French, it's in English. So how to learn English? How to cope with that? I had to do Anglophone study or an Anglo-Saxon system school to understand exactly where I am going. And then the year I was ending my bachelor, I was also doing like the same day I have been programmed for my defense at Cambridge and IoT. Can you imagine the same person preparing for two defense the same day? It wasn't easy at all because no night to sleep, just some dreams and having my family as a background support. Because family is a fuel, family is a strength that you should use for your advantage. Your environment should be able to help you to grow. They should be able to make your dream come true. Because if they don't believe in you, at some point you will be doubting and you will think that nothing will work for you. So find the smaller people. It's not everybody that will think that you might succeed in what you're doing because I have many uncles in my family that were just doing that. I don't know if I should say it in Fufude. I don't know if there are people listening Fufude here. C'est-à-dire, in French, on dit traduire, c'est trahir. You not believing in my capacity to make it. I was so eager to show them the contrary, that I could make it. I could make my dream come true. When I had to defend, it was very challenging. And I can tell you, by God's grace, I have been very lucky. When I finished my internship, my professional internship, I just had an opportunity with Veridos, the German partners of Elecam, where I had an interview with them, and they recruited me to be the administrators of the production of the biometric youth card in Cameroon. I was just 20 years old. And they saw in me a young girl that was too smart, that was too bold, and I was bilingual. And they were wondering, they were thinking, now how can a young Cameroonian can be like this girl? One thing that they told me when I started working with them back there is that you should continue your studies. You should continue your university study. You shouldn't stop at the bachelor level. And I was like, which kind of boss are they? Like, you're working for them, but they are encouraging you to go to school rather. They were giving me a very fair and good salary, but they said, don't buy a car. Don't start dreaming like other young people used to dream. Pay your school fees with your salary. So I decided to continue my master's degree. Since I was working in a standalone machine, that is a production machine because it's the type of machine that produces ID card, that can produce passport, that can produce biometric youth card. I was certified on it. So I realized that I was lacking some skills in network and telecommunication because it was a standalone machine that had 8 machines that were built in network, and then I needed telecommunication skills. So I decided to go for master in telecommunication at ICT of Yaoundé. ICT is presided by His Excellency Armand Claude Abanda from EIE Cameroon. So my studies in Cameroon is a fact. You can check it. You can see who are my classmates, who are my teachers, who were my supervisors at school. And then from there, when I was doing my master's degree, I was the one paying for my school fees with my salary. And many people were thinking that I was doing an internship at the Elecam because I was just wearing my jeans and I was wearing my bag, my computer inside, and everybody was thinking that this girl is just an internship girl. She's just going at Elecam. And many people were calling me Operatrice de Kit. So they were thinking that I was the one just filling up the data, subscribing people when they come for biometric youth card. And actually it was good for me because it was like I was undercover. People did not know that I was getting a salary, that I was able to pay more than 1.5 million for my school fees personally. And they didn't know that I can afford to buy a car, but I was rather taking a taxi to go every day at work and go back at home. So I was just like a student coming out, going in, and it was so good. It's good to live humbly. You don't need to show up to prove that you have too much. That's not the aim. Because nowadays when you see young people, from the moment you are just doing content online, you just want to buy a car, start driving. This is not the way to do it. You should know how to collect your money. You should know how to invest into your future. Because your future is what determines what you will be tomorrow and how strong and powerful you can be tomorrow. So then from there, I have just decided, okay, I did software engineering. I had to continue another master degree. I was was too eager to learn. So I said, I can't just do a bachelor in software engineering and just leave it like that. So I started another school, MIT of Dakar, and I was doing it online. I was doing 2 masters at the same time and I was working. Can you imagine that? You have to be bold. You have to think straight. You have to have people around you that are advising you to do the right and the proper thing. So from there, I was just studying. I was just very concentrated. I was able to pay my rent at home. I was able to nourish my family and to pursue into family affairs. I was just like a man being a woman. I could be able to afford to pay my school fees and help other people in my family pay their school fees with my salary. But people does not know about it because they didn't have to know. It was my private life. And this is how you should function. You should have certain type of secrecy that belongs to you. People does not deserve to know it. You don't deserve to show off just to show that you have, and then what? The thing that you are thinking you have today, other people have billions of it, multiplied times 10, times 10, times hundreds. So don't just brag for small, small things. Think about bigger future, bigger things. Because that's the aim of somebody who wants to dream big and to be a visionary. So from there, okay, I did my second master's degree, and this is how I end up having 2 masters. One in network and telecommunication, one in software engineering um, and software engineering and information technology in MIT Dakar. So after that, I have decided to go into the Cameroon National Youth Council, and it was a shock for everybody. How can a computer scientist decide to move from IT to leadership? What is the aim? For me to be a leader, at the same time to be an IT engineer. What's the relationship between that? You want to change the world? How many of you want to change the world?